We are into the holidays. It feels like everything is happening at the same time. We got Quest 3 S's on sale right now, some of them for down to like $200. Big new games coming out, and I am going on my 10th week of not missing a single day or a single challenge inside of FITXR. If you've stuck with the channel for a while, you know that we did a fitness challenge around that this summer up against Techman. Won the challenge, lost a bunch of pounds, and really pushed me into thinking that I definitely need to focus in on this more. Well, we got into the winter and I said, I'm not waiting until January, like some of you out there might be. And now 10 weeks later, I've been doing it every single day. Multiple different challenges show up in there. We also went up against Kaleah, which we'll talk about more in a second. But obviously, if you're here, you're probably wondering, how are the results going? I'm coming up on 30 pounds lost, but I feel so much better. My sleep has been better. I feel more energetic all day. I feel like I'm getting way more done than I ever have. And I'm seeing things starting to tone up too. It's hard when you see yourself every day. You don't always notice the changes, but even Nat saw me one day and she was like, your shoulders are starting to look crazy. My skin, I feel like, also looks healthy and clear. Sweating every day, intense exercise, just getting up and moving. Like, all these things feel so good. Last month, we did the whole month up against KaleahVR. If you don't already know who she is, she's got some crazy funny content on her channel.
Oh my gosh, you are ugly.
And we actually did real in-body scans to determine our body fat percentages and use that instead of just losing pounds on the scale or total points. And I won that challenge too, which meant she had to do some really weird stuff on her channel since I was the winner. And it's going well. I'm feeling good. If somehow you've missed all of this journey, especially if you don't follow me on Instagram, we post a lot of stories there of our team classes here, what we're all doing. Everybody in the studio has been doing it somewhat together. It's good for all of us because, a lot of us are doing camera work or sitting, editing in the chairs too long. Getting everybody up and moving has been really great as a team. But if you did somehow miss this one, you're like, what the heck is FITXR? What are you even talking about? It's a VR fitness game. It's a game that you play that gets you exercising, gets you moving, and can get you burning some crazy calories when you're doing it. I come out usually dripping sweat every single time, and they've got all different modes. You can do Zumba classes if you're into that. I've had some fun with them, but their main ones are their boxing classes. You're doing shadow boxing. There's a combat one where you have more moves like other blocks. The HIIT classes, high intensity interval training. That's like an actual gym term. You're probably familiar with that if you've worked out. Those things are crazy. You're jumping all over the place. You're moving, turning, twisting, dropping. They're full body workouts, hitting targets all in front of you. And then the craziest one that they've got, slam mode. If you've never heard of that, it does mixed reality. It maps out as big of an environment as you want to, and you are running around hitting targets all over the place. Real agility, real movement, and a really cool mode to show other people because, especially if they've never done VR, all of a sudden they're in a headset, they're running around a room punching targets, but they can still see the room through mixed reality, so it's a lot more comfortable for noobs. But basically, overall, I am feeling great. I'm happy to report this is going really well. I'm going to keep it going, and even those of you out there are doing the same. So I've gotten some comments from you talking about your stories. You've been doing it, and you've lost pounds. Other people in the comments giving me encouragement, talking about even visually seeing me on camera. They're like, hey man, you're looking better. Always nice encouragement. But the really cool thing about FITXR that I think is the reason I keep going so hard is the multiplayer aspect. You can get multiple people in a class, whether you're in person like we do this too, or you can do it from far away. There's this guy Matt up in Portland. We actually met him when we did that JayBratt giveaway event. And if you're also don't know what I'm talking about, we did our first ever JayBratt meetup. It was actually like last year, but I just have so many accessories that people send me to review over time. They pile up. We had a bunch of people in the local community come. I just gave them all away there. Met Matt, cool dude, and he's jumped in and worked out with us several times now.
Doing good?
Oh yeah. Only the distance of Portland. I mean, it's only a couple hours from where I'm at, but still, we get in the class together. It feels like he's right there in the room with all of us when we're doing it. Definitely encouraging and something you can do with friends no matter how far away they are if they just have a headset. It's also had me going all over the place. If you haven't noticed on the journey too, we were just in Miami a few months ago hanging out with Red Bull people and showing off FITXR at this big gym clash event they had going on that was really cool. Of course, Jeff, the VR zone that I travel around for, we were back down in Atlanta at DreamHack showing off FITXR. They're doing it. I was up against some kids in a challenge to see who's going to win a headset, because they had an extra headset they were going to give away, whoever scored the most points, and I was just fighting it out against this kid. I couldn't win the headset. I just still wanted to have the highest score because I'm doing this every day. I should be able to, and I had to have like a perfect score on this with how much all these guys were competing and going crazy. It was really cool to see. And then at the last minute, FITXR showed up and gave away another headset. So the winner of the points, that kid that I was going up against, he got that one, but then the three runner-ups were put in this like sudden death match, and then the winner of that took home another headset, and Jeff if Baz, like me, ends up with too much accessories, he hooked them up with full accessories packages too. So really, really awesome. This thing has me going all over the place. If you're hearing all this and you still haven't joined me, JBR Freebie, JAYBR Freebie gets you a free month in FITXR. You can jump in, check it out for yourself. Don't wait till the end of the holidays. But talking about the future, we've got future stuff going on with FITXR here too. They're so happy with how we're feeling, what we're doing. We're actually going to be getting to hang out with some of their coaches, even their personal trainers, maybe even work on our form, see how we can take this to the next level. I'll talk about that more later, so keep an eye on the channel. There's some crazy cool stuff coming. But a couple other big things, they want to do more of these in-person competitions, give away headsets to the winners on there. I'm giving away a couple of them for the holidays. They teamed up. We've got a giveaway, link down in the description to their link tree that has theirs. I still have a Quest 3 giveaway going on. If you haven't entered, make sure you get entered in both of those. FITXR one does not have a ton of entries yet, so get in there. Someone from our community can definitely win that one. And then next week, I'm taking off for Europe. I'm going out there. There's a UnitedXR conference out there. I'm also just going to be out checking out different sites in Europe while I'm there. And I got my headset all set up for a travel trip. I basically figured out a travel setup where I can get it as small as possible because I'm literally backpacking in Europe, so I can't take my full huge Quest setup I normally would. I'm getting it down to the bare minimum. But if there's some of you at the UnitedXR conference, hit me up. We can hang out there and maybe we can do a little FITXR challenge there together for fun. All of this, everything that's happening, my life changing, getting to go these places to share VR with you, all of this happens because of all of you out there. And if you were like me and you were definitely focusing in on what you were building or doing and fitness was falling a little too much by the wayside, FITXR has just really given me the chance to do it on top of all, and I'm doing it with my team. It's making all of us feel better, healthier, happier, and I'm just really happy with what it's doing for me. So I definitely want you to join me if you can. Links will be down in the description to everything we talked about. It'll help get you on, get you going if you want to do that. Or if you don't have a headset yet, but you're like, I do want to do this, you can enter those giveaways to try and win those headsets too. But once again, I just want to say thank you to everyone out there. Your support has meant the world to me. And I know you hear that from other people, but like, seriously, my life has been so changed by all of you out there. And I still keep a spreadsheet of every single person that's ever subscribed on the channel publicly. It doesn't show the private ones because I truly do appreciate all of you. And if you haven't been around long enough to know, we've literally built monuments to our subscribers before. But once you get to 100,000, it's a lot more names. So, but once again, I just want to say thank you so much. Thanks for being here with me. And I'll see you in another reality.